My name's Kathleen. Hi. Having the incredible pleasure of touring with Craig and opening for him every night. And you're in for a treat. He's going to play some of his new songs, which I think are brilliant. And Craig and I are both in the process of making new albums. He's sort of nearing the finish line on his, and I came straight onto this tour from the sort of first couple weeks of recording my record, which I'm doing with a guy named Jason Isbell. Yeah, tied my fucking horse to that cart. I mean, I just figured it's a good time to just teach him a couple things too. So that's what I'm going to do. And so we tracked about 10, 11 songs, and yeah, it's been pretty cool. It's interesting. It's like making a record feels like going to the beach and building a sandcastle, and you have no fucking clue if it's actually going to turn out anything like what you kind of envisioned when you show up. So this is a song that Craig said something the other night I really liked. He was like, I have songs that are favorites like over time, and they're not, very rarely are the same favorites that other people have. And it's always sort of the songs that like makes you want to drive fast that the fans' favorites, but the ones that you like tend to be the ones where you feel like you're kind of purging the demons. Anyway, this is a song that I told this story the other night. There's a place in Ottawa, in Toronto, Canada. It's a legendary room. It's called Massey Hall. And Massey Hall is sort of the place where, Neil Young recorded an incredible record. It's the sort of the house that Gordon Lightfoot built in a sense. And I've been lucky enough to play on that stage a few times, but mostly in a support role, and most recently in a Gordon Lightfoot tribute, and also I got to sing with Joni Mitchell. It was fucking unreal. Anyway, it was very unexpected because it was right before she ended up having a really difficult health episode where people thought she might not ever perform again. And she was quite reluctant to come to the show, but she did. And then she had originally said that she wasn't going to perform and maybe she would read a poem. And then as the night progressed, she obviously was like having a great time. And so she ended up singing Woodstock, and we all got to sing Woodstock with her. And anyway, but it's one of those things, like as a musician, you always wonder if you'll ever get to a place in your career where you get to play your own show at Massey Hall to a room full of ticket holders who came to see you. And it's sort of this kind of, it's the, I don't know, what is that like in England? Playing Royal Albert Hall? Yeah. That's never going to happen. But the one thing that I sort of like doing is poking the Toronto hockey fan a little bit, because there's a great satisfaction in teasing people who are deeply insecure about their sports teams. And so I've titled this song, "The Leafs Still Suck." And I look forward to one day playing it at Massey Hall.
Makes sense.
This is the story of a guy who I play music with who's a hockey kid who moved away. Mexican blanket on the front seat. It's old to you, but it's new to me. Pick me up at the Roosevelt. Windows down and two doors since you left. Boy grows up in the Sioux. Well, Mom and Dad sure loved you. Hockey kid weekends at the Oh, when you're playing in a band and you sure can drink. Long brown hair, your girl seems so sweet. But you'll always be that boy lacing his skates. Will you miss every shot that you never take? Big old smile, you got a heart of gold, channeling the spirit of Rick Danko's ghost, and you're driving